practice screen?
Yes, ma'am.
And so we are done till bond C in the morning. We are finding zero rate still. We're doing this sum. Continuation of this problem. The following table gives the price of the bonds. Okay, so the first part calculates zero rates. Bond D. Maturity is 2 years. Face value 100. Market value 104. Then interest interest for bond D is $8. And this is the interest for 1 year. We want half year interest because it's paid half yearly. 8 divided by 2, get it as 4. Now because the maturity is 2 years, we'll have 466 months in 2 years. We have to find the present value of cash flow using that formula. We have to find the zero rate. So first 4 rupees into e raised to minus RT. R for bond A we have to check because bond A was 6 months bond. 4.04. So we'll take here e raised to minus 0.0404 into 6 by 12 plus the second time interest 4 rupees into e raised to minus, we'll see bond B's zero rate. Bond B's zero rate is 5.129. So we'll use that rate 0.05129 into 12 by 12. Bond B was for 1 year. So we have used bond B rate. Then the third interest after 1.5 year into e raised to minus the bond C rate, which was for 1.5 years, 5.33. So 0.0533 into 18 by 12, 1.5 year, plus this is the last interest, that is 2 years will get completed. So 100 principal amount plus 4 rupees dividend, 104 is what we're going to give in the last, into e raised to minus, we don't know the value of R, we have to find R for this 2-year bond, that is this problem, and T is 24 divided by 24 divided by 12, which is 2 years. This is equal to the market value of the bond, which is 104. So let's find out by solving this. Okay, I have to write 104 this side, so I'll write it. हाँ सर. हाँ सर बोलिए. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll solve 104 is equals to, just a second. Hello. हाँ सर. I hope I'm audible. There was a call, so
Yes, ma'am.
we're doing it for bond D. Let's see. So the present value is, any, if I have got it
Yes,
3.92.
ma'am.
Are you also getting it as 3.92?
Yes, ma'am.
The next one is
3.8.
3.8.
Yes, ma'am.
Just see what is the next one.
3.69.
3.9
3.69.
plus 104 into e raised to minus 2r. 12 divided by 24 is 2 years. Now we'll add all these three and take it on the other side. So it will be 104 minus
11.4.
11.4 is equals to 104 into e raised to minus 2r. After minusing, you get 92, right?
Yes, ma'am. 92.
0.5,
92.5.
92.4.
0.5, ma'am.
So if we get 104 this side, it will become divided by 104, which is equal to e raised to minus 2r. E raised to minus 2r. Once we divide it, I think, see how much you get after dividing.
0.890.
890.
2.
Okay. Find the natural log of 0.8902 equal to minus r.
0.1163.
0.1163.
Minus 0.1163, ma'am.
Minus 0.1163.
Minus 0.1163 divided by minus 2, which is equal to
Minus
r. Equal to r. See how much you get.
0.0581.
0.0581
Yes, ma'am.
into 100, if we do 5.81% on the. So we have finished the first part, that is finding the zero rates for all the maturities for A, B, and C, D bond. Next, they have asked us second question: what are the forward rates for the period 6 month to 12 month, 12 to 18, 18 to 24? So we'll just check how much we get there. First, we'll make a table of forward rate. Second part, we are solving forward rates. Time to maturity and rates. This is what we'll add. 0.5, 1, 1.5, and 2. See what are the rates that we have got. I think for bond A, which was 0.5 maturity, 4.04. Bond B, 5.129. So 4.04, 5.129. Then bond C was 1.5 year maturity. Bond C, the rate is 5.33. In bond D, just now we found the rate 5.81. It's asking to find the forward rate, the formula for forward rate. Just copy it from above, just 1 minute. In the formula and try for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Let me check if anybody is able to do. What we have to take T2, R2, R1. I'll not tell you, try it for 2 minutes, otherwise I'll do. Anybody able to get for the first one?
Yes, ma'am. 6.218.
Point
218.
21. Okay. So 5.129 into 1 minus T1 is 4.04. R1 is 4.04 into T1 is 0.5 divided by T2 minus T1, that is 1 minus 0.5. RF is equals to point, how much you said?
218, ma'am.
218. Oh, it's 2 for 6 to 12 months. 6, 12. 12 to 18 months will do. Here will become T1. This rate will be R2. In 1 year rate will become R1. 5.33% to 1.5 years minus 5.129 into 1 year divided by T2 minus T1, that is 1.5 minus 0.5. It is got the answer. Point check.
5.732%.
5.732 you're getting.
Yes, ma'am.
5.732.
5.723.
732, ma'am.
7. Next we'll do RF for 18 to 24 months. Equal to now the second year will become T2. 1.5 years will become T1. Here it will become R2 and R1. So 5.81. 5.81 into 2 minus 5.33. 5.33 into 1.5 divided by 2 minus 1.5.
7.25, ma'am.
How much?
7.25.
7.25.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody else getting the same?
Yes, ma'am, 7.25.
Okay. This was our second question to find the forward rate. So we found zero rate, we have found forward rate. Now let's see what's the third question. What are the 6-month, 12-month, 18-month, and 24-month par yield for bonds that provide semi-annual coupon rate, coupon payments? So now we have to find par yield. How to find par yield? We have to do par yield. Highlight it here. Okay. So what we have to do in par yield, we have to see that market value equal to face value of the bond. Market value, what we are going to take? Market value we are going to take as present value of cash flows present value of cash flows. So we are going to take present value of cash flows in place of market value, and we are going to equate it with face value, and we are going to find that coupon rate which will provide us market value equal to face value, and we can do it only if the bond is half yearly and above. We cannot do a for bond less than 6 months, because the coupon or the interest is paid every 6 months. So bond above 6 months only we can do this, and all our bonds are above 6 months. Bond A starts with 0.5 maturity, so that means it is 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year, and 2 year. These are the bonds. Face value is 100 for everybody, and market value we have to find using that coupon. So let's start solving it. So first we're doing it for bond A, as it has only 6 months maturity. So in the first year only we will get C by 2 plus 100, that is the principal, plus the face value of the bond, both face value as well as the coupon, into e raised to minus RT. So e raised to minus R, we can take the previous year rate, that is the zero rate that we have calculated for bond A. The same zero rate we can take it as R, because it has 6 months value, and the zero rate was 4.04%. So minus 0.0404, 4.04% into 6 by 12. This we have to equate it to the face value. Face value of each bond is 100. So if we solve this equation, we will get the value of C. So first is we'll find e raised to value. So C by 2 plus 100 into, just see how much you get, e raised to minus 0.404 into 6 by 12.
0.9800.
4.9, sorry,
9800.
0.9800, which is equal to 100. So now we'll multiply this with the bracket first, and then we will find the C value. So it is 0.9800 C by 2 plus 100 into 0.9800 is 98, which is equal to 100. If we get 98 this side, it will become 100 minus 98. So 0.9800 C by 2 is equals to 100 minus 98, which is 2 rupees. So if I get that 0.9800 this side, it will be C by 2 is equals to 2 divided by 0.9800. Just divide and see how much you're getting.
2.0408.
2.0408, and it is C divided by 2. If we get it this side, it will become multiplied by 2. So C is equals to 0.0408 into 2. How much you get?
4.08.
4.08. This is the interest rate at which the face value will be equal to the market value of the bond in case of bond A. So now let's do it for bond B. Bond B has 1 year maturity. 1 year maturity means 2 times the coupon will be given. It's C by 2 into e raised to minus that 6-month bond A rate we should take, which is 0.0404. 4.04 was the rate, into 6 by 12. plus, in the second this we'll get C by 2 plus the principal amount because it has only 1 year maturity. To e raised to minus we have to see the rate of 1 year bond. Here in the zero rate I've written the rates. Let me take from here only. 5.129 0.05129 into 6 by 12. It's equal to the face value 100 rupees. For this C by 2 into the first part you've solved, you have got 0.9800 plus C by 2 plus 100.
Ma'am, it should be 12 by 12.
Yeah, sorry. 1 year, so 12 by 12. C by 2 plus 100. So just solve this and see how much you get. E raised to 0.95 something you're getting.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly 0.95.
Yes, ma'am.
Equal to 100. Now we'll have C by 2 into 0.9800 plus C by 2 to 0.95 plus 100 into 0.95 95 is equal to 100. We'll get 95 this side and we'll take C by 2 common. How much you get? Zero point 0.98 plus 0.95. How much you're getting? One point 93
Yes, ma'am.
by 2 is equals to 100 minus 95 is 5 divided by 1.93. If we get that 1.93 this side, 5 divided by 1.93 2.5906. 2 if we take that side, C will be equal to 2.5906 into 2 C is equals to
5.18.
5.1. So at this coupon rate, the yield is at this 5.18 rate, the face value will be equal to the market value of the bond. Same way we have to do it for bond C. 1.5 years maturity. Three times we will receive the coupon C by 2 into e raised to minus 0.0404 into 6 by 12 plus C by 2 into e raised to minus 0.05129 into 12 by 12. Sorry, the last time, third installment of C by 2 plus 100 into e raised to minus, let's say for 1.5 year maturity, what's the rate? 5.33 5.33 into 6 by 12, sorry, 18 by 12 is equals to 100. Okay, so let's solve this. We get C by 2 into 0.98 plus, sorry for this hiccups, C by 2 into 0.95. The third year, let's see, C by 2 plus 100 see how much you get, e raised to value. Anybody can tell me?
3.3714.
The third year C by 2, this e raised to value is 3.37 you're getting. It should be 0.98, 0.95.
Ma'am, it's
Hmm.
10 is to minus 4. 3.37 into 10 is to minus 4.
You're doing it on the scientific calculator.
Yes, ma'am. So it should be 0.000337.
Just 1 second, I'll just check it. You are taking it as, okay, one mistake I did and everybody is taking it like that only. It's not 5.33, right? We have to convert it into decimals. You took 5.33 only, no? 0.0533. Now just check.
Ma'am, 0.9231.
0.9231
Yes, ma'am.
equals to 100. Now we'll take C by 2 into common and we'll add all the three factors. That is 0.98 plus 0.95 plus 0.9231. So we get it as, sorry, 2.8531. It is equal to, sorry, then we are also doing 0.9231 into 100. So it is plus 92.31 equal to 100. 92.31, if we take it this side, it will become minus. So we'll get C by 2 into 2.8531 equal to 100 minus 92.31. How much you get? 100 minus 92.31. 7.69. So C by 2 is equals to 7.69. This multiplication of 2.8531 will become division. So divided by 2.8531 by 2 equals to 2.6953.
Yes, ma'am.
Now that 2, if we get it this side, it will become multiplication. So 2.6953 into 2, 5.390. C is equal to 5.390. Last for bond D we have to do now, which is for 2 years maturity. Okay, let's do it for bond D. Finish this sum and I'll wind up so that tomorrow we can do only theory, and on next class we can do only theory and finish it. So for bond D, 2 years maturity, it is C by 2 into e raised to minus 0.0404 into 6 by 12 plus C by 2 into e raised to minus 0.05129 5129 into 6 by 12, sorry, into 12 by 12 plus C by 2 into e raised to minus 0.0533 into 18 by 12 plus C by 2 plus 100 into e raised to 2-year rate 5.81 0.0581 . 24 by 12. So first one, if we solve, c by 2 into 0.9800 plus second one, c by 2 into 0.95 plus third one we had got c by 2 into the previous sum we got till third period 0.9231. Let's find for the fourth tenure. Zero e raised to 0.0581 into 24 by 12 is 2.
0.8902.
0.89
02.
c by 2 plus 100 into 0.8902, which is equal to, I have not put it in this equation, equal to 100, which is the face value of the bond. Now if we add all this, and 100 into 0.8902 is 89.02, if we take it that side, we'll get c by 2 into 0.98 plus 0.95 plus 0.9231 plus 0.8902, 3.744433, 3.7433 is equal to 100 minus 89.02. Let's c by 2 is equals to 100 minus 89.02 is 10.98 divided by 3.7433, 2.933, c by 2 is equals to 2.933. If we take 2 this side, c will be equal to 2.933 into 2, 5.86. So this is the c value. Okay, so this is for bond D. Now, first I would like to ask you people, you want me to do the fourth one also, because it is little different and new here. We have to find the bond price and we have to find the bond yield. So it is little technical, you'll have to concentrate. You want me to do it now or I'll leave it and next class will do?
Ma'am, next class.
Okay,
Next class, ma'am.
fine. You type your numbers in the chat box. You can leave the meeting. If you have any doubts, you can ask. And next class will finish the fourth part of this. Next class is on Tuesday. I'll share this document with you today, and again on Tuesday I'll share it, because it will be too late to wait till Tuesday. Till then you can at least go through and start practicing.